It's Friday Half Full, and we're going to talk about this, what's taking over the sports culture for college football. We don't have a major team here in Southwest Florida, of course, but the one figure whose personality is dominating college football is from here. Did you see what Deion Sanders and his Colorado Buffaloes pulled off last Saturday, beating TCU, last year's national runner-up, in that wild shootout, 45-42 in Fort Worth? We're 38 years since Deion Sanders left North Fort Myers High School behind to start Florida State, and now his latest chapter. Sanders took over the Colorado program earlier this year. The Buffaloes have been terrible for most of the past decade. They were 1-11 last year. But his methods drew a lot of criticism. He blew up the program, replaced nearly the entire roster. A lot of hurt feelings from departing student athletes. That's understandable, but one cannot argue with what happened on Saturday. His own son, Shedeur Sanders, threw for more than 500 yards. Travis Hunter, a top recruit who played receiver and quarterback Saturday, 120 plays, followed him from Jackson State, where Deion Sanders won 80% of his games over 3 years. Now the college football world is talking about Deion Sanders. The Buffaloes are hosting Nebraska right here on Fox 4 tomorrow, the big noon kickoff. I'll be watching because I love college football, but I also love interesting. Deion Sanders has been interesting going back to Florida State, a team that I loved as a kid, but even his Seminoles could never beat Miami, the teams with the U from the 80s. But there's an example of being very interesting for Deion last Saturday after the game.
I try to tell you, but you ain't want to believe me because I'm just
the IFB fell apart.
I'm just a lofty old young coach. I don't know nothing about football. I just played in the NFL for 14, played at a high level in college for 4, and been coaching youth all the way up for a long time.
Plenty of debate, though, in the media circles when Sanders went after some of the reporters in the post-game news conference, asking one of them, "Do you believe?" Well, a simple answer is this. It's not the media's job to believe, but there are plenty in sports media who do, and I can attest to that. Ideally, fair coverage of a team or a program is the goal here, whether the team is playing for a national title or in the midst of a hazing scandal or abusive treatment by coaches. I've covered both back when I used to be in sports many moons ago. But his narrative is irresistible. A young man coming out of Lee County in 1985, and he made his own brand in the world before anybody really did it. The name Prime Time stuck. Once in 1992, he played for the Atlanta Falcons during the day and then for the Atlanta Braves in the baseball playoffs that night. I've also read extensively about a strained relationship Deion Sanders has had with the Fort Myers area for a long time. It's been written about quite a bit. But this Twitter video from 2019 shows him helping to raise money for North Fort Myers High School for some of the athletic facilities. There might still be a connection. So in this Friday Half Full, so many things in our world are overhyped and they underdeliver. We see them all the time. That has not happened, though, with Deion Sanders. His team will be interesting tomorrow, noon, right here on Fox 4, win or lose.